Good morning, everyone, and happy Monday. Happy new week. Happy new start. I hope you all are well. I hope you had a great weekend and you were able to get some recharging for your spirit, for your mind, for your body, for your heart, for your mental capacity. So today I just wanted to come in with this topic, and this topic is how to handle negativity. There's lots of people out there. There's two types of people. There's positive people and there's negative people. But we have to decide our response or our reaction to these negative people. Hey, wellness, good morning. How are you doing? We have to decide what is our reaction going to be when it comes to negative people. You can do two things. You can go do the tit for tat thing, and you can get back at them and say something. They say something, you say something, and you can go back and forth. Or you can choose to deal with things as a mature person, as a wise person, as a person who knows their value and your worth. You have to understand that not everything that people say to you that you have to respond to. I'll say it again. Not everything that people say to you, you have to have a response to. Hey, Dance 87, good morning. Happy new week to you. I hope you're doing well. Awesome wellness. I'm glad you're doing well. Yes, not everything that people say to you you have to make a response to. You don't have to respond to that part. You can choose to not respond. See, I learned the older that I got that you have to decide if you want to respond to something or you don't. A long time ago, I used to think a person who didn't respond was a weak person, but it takes a lot of strength, a lot of fortitude for you to not respond or to not want to lash out in anger or hurt people, because people can say something sometimes that can just make you want to snap. They can make you want to lose your mind, especially the people who are spreading gossip or rumors about you. It's a lie, it's not true, and you want to vindicate your name. But you don't have to respond. The people who know you, they know the quality of who you are. You don't have to respond to everything that people say about you. You just go, okay, now a person just showed you who they are. And you know how the saying goes from Maya Angelou, when people show you who they are, believe them, and believe them the first time. So they've identified who they are. They put themselves in a category. Now you know, I don't think that's a person that I can really trust. So you identify that. So you've been protected. See, it's a lot of protection that can happen if you just pay attention. So instead of being angry when something happens to you, be grateful, be thankful that you were protected. And that comes with maturity, that comes with experience. You don't always have to have a response. You just say, okay, and then just move about your day. And then you'll confuse people. You truly confuse people when you don't have a response. They're waiting for you to say something so that they can go back and forth with you. But grown people and mature people don't have to respond to things. Just because something is said to you, you don't have to respond to it. You can just let it die right there, because you're not going to engage with foolishness. So I'm going to talk to you about some strategies on how you can deal with negative people. The first thing is that you have to be secure in who you are. You have to know yourself. And I understand why people go back and forth with people. They argue. They feel that they have to justify, dignify everything themselves. They have to right the wrong and they got to let everybody know this is not the truth. I understand that. You want to vindicate your name. You want to clear your name. You take the mud off of you, right? But you got to be secure in who you are. See, when people know the type of person you are by your actions, the way you treat people, they're going to know, like, that's not in character for Marlene, or that's not in character for yourself. See, your actions speak the type of person that you truly are. And the people who really care about you, the people who really love you, they're not going to listen to the negativity. And the people who really don't, the people in the bushes, the people who want to see your downfall, they're the ones that's going to turn on you. Just turn completely. And don't worry about that because the right people will stick around and the wrong people will fall off. And they definitely do fall off. Definitely. Hi, Raheem. Welcome in. Happy Monday. Happy new week. Hey, Donna. Good morning. How is everybody doing? Good to see everyone. Happy new week to you. Yes, those the negative people in our lives, they're gonna fall off. They're gonna fall off. You don't have to worry about those people. But the first point is that you have to be secure in who you are. You have to accept yourself. Know thyself. When you're secure in knowing who you are, even when people come against you, when people say wrong things, outward lies, try to smear your name, don't worry about those people because you have to know who you are. The only time you question things is what they're saying true. See, that's why we lash out sometimes because people may peel the onions, so to speak, and say things about us that maybe is true. We get upset when we hear the truth. But if something is a lie about us, there doesn't have to be a response because you're secure in your womanhood or you're secure enough in your manhood that you say, that's not me. So be secure in who you are. And it's a long journey of self love, knowing who you are, what you want. And just in that as well, you have to be secure enough to say, I don't have to respond to that. Okay, point number 2. You have to listen without the judgment, okay? When people say negative things about you, right? Don't worry about the judgments of other people. Don't worry about who is for you and what they're trying to say and they stabbed me in the back. Listen to what they have to say. Is it something true or is it a lie? Is it something you dismiss or something you say, I really need to work on this? See, a real man and a real woman, they are secure enough in themselves to say, I really do need to work on that. See, that's somebody who's mature. They're not going to be upset. They're not going to be angry if it's something that's true and say, yeah, I really do need to work on that. Or when it's not true, say, that's not true. And then you move on. Just pass through those things because it doesn't matter what other people say when other people try to condemn you. Because there's a lot of people out there that feel that they are perfect, that they do nothing wrong, right? Oh, it's really funny to me what they say. You have one finger pointing at me, but you have 4 pointing back at yourself. So don't worry about the people who are judging you. You just work on yourself, okay? So let's go on to point number 3. Point number 3 is you have to take your control back, take your power back, okay? Take your control and your power back. When you lash out and say things and you're trying to do things, don't make yourself look foolish. Don't make yourself look stupid. Take your control back. People try to take your power away. And the one thing that they surely can take your power away is to see you lash out in anger and to do the tit for tat thing. Oh, you did this and now I'm going to do that. So you got to take your control back, take your power back. And it's a powerful thing to know when to speak and when not to speak. That's a powerful thing. So take control of yourself. You don't have to respond to every negative thing. You don't have to respond to every negative person. You have the power to either speak and say something if you want to, or you also have the power to not speak. That takes a lot of strength inwardly to not voice things because some things is just not worth your time. Point number 4, act with intention and don't react, okay? You have to know what your intention is with these people, not what their intention is. What is your intention? This is how you deal with the negative people. It's not about what they do, but it's about your reaction. What is going to be the reaction to what they do? See, you show who you are when it's just like a fruit being squeezed. You know what is the juice, what is the flow, what pours out of you when you're being pressed, what really shows who you really are, because people can always say I'm X, Y, and Z, but when you're tested, but when people do things to you, how do you react? See, you have to act with intention. What are your intentions? Who really are you at the end of the day? Are you going to show you really are who they say you are, or are you who you have proved yourself to be? It's all about the actions. What's behind the scenes, not just what you say and verbalize, is how you treat people. And that once again takes maturity. So don't overreact. Don't overreact. Who cares what other people say? A lot of times people worry too much about what other people think. What is their feelings about? What do they feel about me? Oh, they don't like me. Oh, they don't like what I'm doing. Who cares what other people say about you? What other people think about you is none of your business. So, who cares about what they say? Only thing that matters is what is your reaction to what they say. Okay. Number 5, we have to set some boundaries. Set boundaries with people. Only allow people to go so far. And then we have to learn to block people, not respond. Don't surround yourself with these people. Stop talking to them. There's a lot of things that you can do to set boundaries with people. And when people go too far, as soon as it happens, don't wait until 2, 3, 4 times that somebody has done something to you. No, the first time somebody does something, say, no, don't talk to me that way. I'm not going to allow it. See, we train people how we want to be treated. And we have to set boundaries from the beginning in everything, in our family, in relationships, on the job, everything. You have to set boundaries with people, because if you don't set boundaries, people will make their own. And that's real talk. If you can't set boundaries, other people will make their own. Okay? And this is the last point. We have to accept responsibility for ourselves. I'm not talking about the other people. I'm not talking about these negative people. We have to assume our own stuff, our own mess, our own junk, who we are. You have to accept responsibility for yourself. You can't make people love you. You can't make people do right. None of that. We have to accept responsibility for ourselves. So the question is, what are you doing? When people speak of your name, what do they say about you? What's your fruitage? What are people harvesting and reaping from you? What are they saying? See, that's the things that we have to be man and woman enough to receive. And if you don't like something, change it. But the change only comes in maturity. You can't always, when somebody comes at you with something wrong that you're doing and you get upset, then there's no growth. There's no maturity that happens. Sometimes things happen to us to cause us to mature, to grow up. But we have to accept responsibility for our own self and ask ourselves, what role did I play in this? What have I done? No assumptions, none of that. We have to accept responsibility for ourselves and then be okay with it. We have to own our own stuff, own your own mess, but accept responsibility for yourself. See, we can't change negative people. We can't change the way people, what they do. We can't change what people say. We can't make people love us. We can't make people support you. We can't do anything. You can't make people do right. We even have a hard enough time trying to get ourselves straight. But you have to be happy with yourself. That's why I speak about this all the time. Know thyself, know yourself, know what you want. Clearly define who you are and what you stand for, and also clearly define what you won't stand for. That's in that boundaries thing. So I'm just going to do a recap of these 6 strategies. You have to be secure in yourself. You got to know yourself. Number 2, you have to listen without judgment. Listen to what that person says. Is it true or is it not? Number 3, take control. Take control of the situation. Take control. Number 4, act with intention and don't overreact. What is your intention? Number 5, you have to set boundaries. You have to know what you're going to accept and know what you want, what you won't. And number 6, you got to accept responsibility. Accept responsibility for yourself, not other people. You can't change other people. You can't make other people do right. But what you can do is to be a grown woman or a grown man and accept responsibility for yourself. This is how you deal with the negative people. You have to know yourself. You have to know what you want. You have to know what you want to do. You have to control your reaction to other people. You have to know what is your intention. You have to set those boundaries, and you have to act responsibly for yourself. Don't worry about other people. All of this is just about awareness, positivity, my brothers and sisters. Don't worry about what other people say, what other people do. See, you're never going to get people to like you. Some people just won't. You can't get people to do right by you. And you can't always get people to support you. Either people will support you or they won't. But what you have to clearly define is who you are, what you want, what are your boundaries, and knowing that you have worth. You have the worth and the capacity to do anything that you want to do. Okay, everybody, I'm about to get up out of here. I just wanted to hit you with a quick positivity on how to handle negative people. So I thank you guys so much for listening, and I will see you all on the next podcast or live stream. Have a great day and a great evening. Bye-bye.
love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you? I forgive me. I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you? Ooh, hey, yeah.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive.